welcome to the show Kashmir Dispute. We have Ibrahim Fazlullah from London and Hussain from the studio.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, a question to you. When will you end this violence, which has engulfed the whole Kashmir Valley for last 2 months, and there is no hope of any peace, despite repeated requests, appeals from Chief Minister Omar Abdullah?
Look, Mr. Fazar, I want to make it clear the violence is not on our behalf. It has been trusted to us on the behalf of Indian forces, the occupational forces. So, if you see the 50 odd cases, every there is a subject of fire, there is a subject of a tear shell, there is a subject of ruthlessly beating. So the violence is on part of India. Then when she won't stand it.
But Mr. Ibrahim, the Home Minister Mr. P. Chidambaram accuses Pakistan of sponsoring this violence and elements within Hurriyat.
Well, I want to tell you that they have always been accusing, and there's nothing new in it. And the whole propaganda and the program, the policy of Indian government and the policy makers in India has always been that anything happens in Valley, that has to be thrust on Pakistan or any other element.
Have you, Mr. Ibrahim, have you approached to people with any program of peace?
Look, our programs, whatever has been mentioned by Hurriyat conference, have always been peaceful, and the program and the basis of the protest have always been peaceful. But it's in a subjugation.
But Mr. Ibrahim, burning police stations, public properties, railway stations, and other such structures,
that
is
doesn't.
it this peaceful
No,
protest?
I want to make it clear that doesn't make a sense when you have just killed 50 odd youth in 15 days, and then there is no question that the police stations can't be beaten, police station can't be the subject to torture.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, it has been now 2 months and the common people is suffering. How long will you make common people to suffer?
Look, this is the struggle of common people of Jammu and Kashmir. There's nothing that anybody is not suffering. Anybody who is resident of Jammu and Kashmir is a part of struggle.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, are you denying education to your youth? That is, you have repeatedly called people for hartals and bands. Don't you deny your children of the education?
Well, it's the clueless point. There's nothing new. Whenever you go back to history in any part of the world, you will see that whenever there has been freedom, the moment of freedom, and moment for oppression, against oppression, the questions, the sidelines and the bypass have always been there. We are not denying education to youth, but it's the youth, they are the main party to the struggle of Jammu and Kashmir. And it is the Indian subjugation, they have state art of curfew for the last 2 months.
Okay, so many people have died, and how more will be in the line of fire?
Look, it's better to ask India. Since 1947, about 6 lakh people have been killed by Indian forces, and it's since 1989, about 1 lakh people have been killed by Indian subjugation. So this is not the issue that how more people will be in the line of fire. It's the question to India. Does she want to kill more people of Kashmir and want to deny the rights of plebiscite, the rights of
Okay, question to you, Mr. Fazlullah. Mr. Fazlullah, question to you. Media is projecting that it is a leaderless protest. What do you say about these media claims? And there is no leader at this moment who has come to the scene.
Look, this is a media propaganda from India. The youth, the Kashmir, the problem of Jammu and Kashmir has always been under the leadership of Hurriyat. Whether it was Hurriyat, and later if you see 60s, 70s and 80s was under Liberation Front, and then you will see there was another phase of Awami Action Committee, and then there was another there was Muslim United Front, and then you see today that there is all parties Hurriyat conference. The problem is not that this is leaderless, but this is the Indian media, how they project the moment. They want to project the moment that this is the...
Mr. Fazl, my question is, who is leading this movement now?
Well, that's obvious. That's obvious that Mr. Saeed Ali Shah Gilani is leading the movement, and Indian media and Indian government is also accepting the same cause.
But he has been already put behind bars for the last 2 months.
Well, his colleagues are there. There have been many of them has been put behind bars, but there are many who are on ground and are underground, or they are Indian forces.
Okay, but there are large number of people who are dying of starvation. Is there any program in your Hurriyat who can come with any solution to these starving people, these hungry people?
Well, we have always given the program in benefit of common man. That is why we had a relaxation timetable in a week.
Okay, thank you all of you who have joined this important.
Hello and welcome back to the show. I have a question for Mr. Ibrahim. There are reports of anger against Gilani's space speech. Can you tell me about that?
You know, this is not new thing. I have already discussed, Mr. Hussain, that this is not a new thing that you will find everything in one bucket. First, I want to make it clear within 2 points. First, we have not got any reports of such anger in Srinagar or in any part of the valley against the Gilani speech. But the problem is the tempo of youth against the Indian subjugation, occupation and ruthless beating is so high that the time is not so well, it's not well equipped, is not so climately that can be accessed, that can be compared to the speech of Mr. Gilani.
So tell me another thing that I want to say you. Why is it now? Why was not it in the beginning?
You know, this is again from the Indian cupboard. Now I want to make it clear. Whenever there was any program since 1947 from the leadership of Jammu and Kashmir, it has always been peaceful. But the problem is that the Indian media and the international media is denying that they're having their peaceful approach. Now, when they want Mr. Gilani's speech, they just air it on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for your time, for your precious time with us. Thank you very much.